Hi guys, and welcome back to Kit Car Direct and MK Sports Cars, week 24. Firstly, apologies, no video last week, purely run out of time trying to get customers' cars done and finished. I suppose that did take priority, we just run out of hours. Simple as that. We're super busy selling cars, kits and parts, so we're trying to keep up where we can, and obviously things have been eased out there a little bit more, so ordering's going really well, and parts are starting to come in, which is, well, better for us and better for you. So hopefully we'll get some kind of normality returning soon. So week 23, we'll sort of spin it into week 24 as well and show you what we've been getting on in the workshop in a minute. We've opened up the shop again, the workshop, to come and visit. We spoke about that the other week, and we've been trying to put things in place. So drop us an email or phone call. There is a system that we're going to be booking in by appointment only, I'm afraid, and there will be a questionnaire that we send out to you that you can fill in and return to us, and of course we will be having to ask you to wear the appropriate PPE on site. There's kind of restrictions on what we can and can't do, but we'll discuss that on the phone. There's no point telling you about every ins and outs on the video, but the good news is we'll be able to receive you as visitors, and we can look at the demo cars and things like that, and we can talk through bits and bobs, and we can also set up Skype calls or Zoom meetings if necessary. So that things are very much available. We can still keep operational and talk to you and answer all your questions. Phone call, emails, Facebook, Facebook's page is there as well, MK Sports Cars Official on Discover. If you've got any questions outside of business hours, hopefully you've already signed up, and if you've got any questions, people in there can jump on and support you. So like always, we're trying to throw you a couple of little products in there that we've got. With Dax Rush. Now, as Kit Car Direct, we do with a lot of suppliers and other bits and bars for cars, and Daxes tend to have a little problem sourcing these. These are the bottom ball joints. I've got a cameraman helping this week. We are staying about 2 meters apart, it's fine. Zooming in on that, that's a bottom ball joint. We've had those machined up and made. They're about, I think we've got about 20 of those in stock. So if you've got a Dax and you've got a problem with ball joints because they're split, or your MOT failure and you've been trying to source them, they're available. Neil will post up a link. We've also done the top ball joints as well. So if you've got a Dax Rush and you've got the top ball joint as well, they're available and in stock right now as well. So where we can, and we can support some of the manufacturers that don't really have mainstream anymore and they're not really out there, we can do little parts and try and assist with that under Kit Car Direct umbrella, whether it be a Westfield Dax Caterings and that, we try and support where we can. They're available. Neil will pop up the links, and if you've got any questions, all you Dax guys out there, give us a shout and we can try and support you. So what we do is head out in the workshop now and show you what's been going on. So the yellow Hayabusa car, Gen 1 Hayabusa, it's an Indy X4 R, it's our demo car. We spoke about this a couple of months ago, but taken a while because obviously things have been closed through the Busa and everything else, but it's finally got its 20 plate registration come through the other week. We're just buttoning up a few little bits and bobs, but this will again be open then for test drives, people coming in, sit, try, etc. So if you're looking for a Busa or bike engine car, we're going to have this available. So in the next week, if you're looking to that, have a conversation with Neil, drop us an email or drop myself a phone call and we can discuss it. But nice little car, drives really nice. You've seen it before, the yellow peril, it's lovely little Indy XR, paddle shift on it, etc. So yeah, if you're looking for that type of thing, that type of kit, that type of car, give us a phone call and we can get you in the seats and come down, we'll follow the appropriate guidelines and we'll get you looking and interested. We move on down to the next demo car. So the Indy X4 RX5 demo car, this is actually now sold. We're doing a couple of bits for the customer to go out. It's had a brand new windscreen fitted and new mirrors, this type of spec. We've got some wind deflectors to put on here for the customer as well. So the service, oil change, we've redone the rocker cover, a few other bits and bobs. It's going to be having its new seats in. We've fitted a new gear knob, one of our MK branded gear knobs. Cameraman is zooming in on that with the MK brand in it. We've got about 10 of those in stock if you're looking to do that. We're going to be fitting these, so you want the arch, so we're going plain arch, and then we'll be putting the wraparound stone guard, the carbon ones on this. It transforms the car, protects your wings as well. If you're looking to do those, got those available as well. And then we've done the rear light pack. If the cameraman zooms in on that, this had coloured lenses, and now we've done the full colour light pack, clear lens. So yeah, switch it on, so it's got the coloured lights in there as well, whether it be reverse and the fog light. They're all clear lens. Just gives it a touch more of a modern look. So yeah, she's nearly ready to go, just waiting for the new seats, which is a different kind of padded seat to go in that, and then be
jumping on the B roads for the customer, which is looking exciting. And we'll be starting on the next demo car for us as well in the next probably about 3 weeks time. I think it should all be ready to button up, because we've been on with chassis production. So here you can see we've got 1, 2, 3. The crate at the end is going out next week, I do believe. That's already picked, ready to go, just the last few bits to chuck in the box. So we can ship aboard. If you're looking at crates, we have these crates made up and they can ship anywhere in the world then. So that will go out next week. But we're our own demo car chassis and a couple of other chassis that we're looking to do. That's on the burner now. So next demo car, don't know, I think we might go orange, because we quite like the one that's over here. We'll show you what's been going on with the Busa car. So the Busa build, we've been carrying on with that as well. We've got a few bits fitted now, so the side panels are fully bonded on. We've fitted in the blade anti-roll bar. We're just waiting for the shockers to arrive on this at the moment. They are a bit behind, unfortunately. The shockers to arrive, and then finish off the blade. We've fitted in the brake system. We've fitted in the twin pots in here on the bracket up top as well. That's gone in. Quick shifter system's gone on, so it's having a flat shift, upshift on this as well. Carbon bulkhead ready for the dry sump system, and all the pipe work's gone in for that as well. Header tanks in, and the returns and that, we're just waiting for a couple of bits more pipe work to arrive. Scuttles in, final fitment done on that. Aero screens just mocked at the moment, but the carbon aero screens, which are proving to be extremely popular because they work and they look absolutely amazing in the carbon. Carbon interior panels are done as well. They're all nicely done. Back panels all bonded on now, finished as well. And when the cameraman zooms around, which we're having these made up. This is the first test sample that's done, is the black filler caps as well, which just transforms it, especially when it's this colour scheme, it works. Rain lights fitted as well. It's got an LED rain light, that's all fitted. And then we've fitted in these small LED, they are LED strips. They're an indicator, brake light, stop light, all in one as well. Because this is a race car, it's going to give it a nice high brake level on it as well for people coming up behind. Few little bits, and then exhaust manifold is bolted in position, its final position, and it's going to have the carbon silencer on this as well. So we're cracking on with that as well. A few bits more to do. We're just waiting on a couple of little parts, remaining parts to come in to tidy up some of the small bits and bobs like the shocks and stuff. Bonnet's all pre-mocked and cut, and nose cone's ready to go on next week as well. That's down here, and that's ready to go on next week at the same time. So wing stays just a bend once we do the final fitment on the wings, and we'll show you about the wing stays on the blue car. So we'll move on to the CBR 1000RR. So the Indy RR CBR 1000RR, there's a lot of R's in here. Where we've been with this, panels are bonded on, bulkheads fitted, scuttles done, and then when the camera person moves around to the other side, rear arches on. This is a new style of arch that we've blended in with a rear tub. It's a first prototype, but we haven't put it into full production yet, but it's first prototype one on this particular one. It's a smoothed in edge with a rear arch, so you don't have any more rubber trim. It's the first sample. It's a trial fit on this. Cleaner here, all around the back. Cameraman will probably see it. This is all bonded on now. All the back panels are in. He's having these fog lights because he wants them to tuck up out the way when he goes on track. So that's a temporarily system that's going on. Interior wise, we've done the carbon tunnel top on this as well. We just finished off with the handbrake, booter and so on. We've flush mounted and hidden fixing the carbon dashboard as well, because we can on this one because of the cage design. Some of them you can't do the hidden fixing, but this is all in, just got to be screwed in at the back, and that's ready to rock and roll. Same as this arch is in as well. It's all running this in. We've test fitted it, as you say, months ago, but now we're on with this body work. We've bent all the wing stays. The cameraman on this will zoom in, and these are going off the powder coat. But if you look at the bending wing stays, it is in the manuals, but obviously we start here, cameraman zoom in, 45 up, 45 to the flat, and then once that's on the vehicle in here, the wing then sits in nicely, and these are going off the powder coat for the front arch, which is a CSR style that we do. This is having the same colour arches on it as well. So that's kind of where we sat out with the two builds. Other bits have come and gone in the last 2 weeks, and Westfield's been in lights and other cars. We're on with a Rocket that's next over here, and we'll show you the last few bits that we've been doing on that. Right, just on a quick feature, we had a customer had a question on us on wiring, really, and how we route it on the engine bay. So we thought we'd just flick back. I know we've done some other videos, but we'll flick back, and the cameraman Joseph's going to pull in. As you come around here, we hide all the wiring in the manual, so you can't really see it. But the wiring then runs under this bottom chassis valve, right the way along, and up through, and then splits off to each of the headlight and indicator sections. So it runs up here, along the bottom, under there. It's all P-clipped underneath on this. We have our brake line here as well, but you can just about see it. If I pull it out, you can see it here. Then it runs up, back, and up to and under the scuttle. So that's where we route them. It is different on a bike engine because it's a different loom, but on the standard MX-5, most of the car looms, it always runs under on this side, out of the way, out of the way of the exhaust system and everything else. There's no heat on that side. So that's how we plumb up the electrics on the RX-5 cars. So the Rocket's been in about a week or so. Been doing some testing bits on this. Charge cooling submissions. It's actually got some fans on these charge coolers, and we've made these covers that were here to protect. We think it was restricting the flow of air in. These are now removable, so fine on the road, but when he's out on track, these can be removed so that the air can actually get in and cool the charge cooling system down. We found some niggly bits like crimped pipes. If you're putting silicone hoses on, chaps, make sure there's no real bends in them and stopping the pipes and that. We've done that as well. A few little bits and bobs, but this is ready to go back, and customers should be collecting tomorrow. Barry's a good customer of ours. Car comes in and out a few times for a few bits, and that way, he runs it quite hard on track, and he's doing some great jobs. There's some nice dampers put into this now as well. Killer car, looks really, keeps it well clean and tidy as well. So yeah, that's kind of where we've been up to week 23 into 24, and a few other bits that have been going on behind the scenes, parts being restored for demo cars and things like that as well. So we'll touch base with you next week, hopefully, and give you an insight of what's been going on with these two, and hopefully this car will be on, both of these cars might be on the ground by then as well, and we can show them running, fingers crossed, all being well. So you know where we are. Give us a call, give us an email if you want to touch base and come and do the factory visits and etc. with, say, a few questions of theirs that we need to fill out. And well, keep safe out there, chaps. Thanks again to all the key workers. I know it's all been going a bit crazy still, and we see families and friends a little bit more. That's really fantastic news, and hopefully some track days coming up we'll be able to attend. Great, guys. Like, share, you know where we are. We'll catch you next week.